All right, we're talking practice. My name's Greg. You're watching How to Play Paintball. So first and foremost, thank you to Pro Edge Paintball for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check out the link down in the description down below. And also if you use Watch, Learn, Win, you'll get 25% off of any of the Pro Edge specific gear. Of course, they also have great deals on new and used equipment, so be sure to check them out. With any sort of season, there's always going to be a layout practice. And what I wanted to do was give you guys some tips on how to best utilize your time so that way you're not wasting time. So first things first, make sure that you are practicing someone that's actually going to be worth practicing. Don't go and just beat up on some local team. Don't make it where you're going to be, okay, you know, it's just this really, really low beginner team or whatever, and we're just going to go beat up on them, because that's not actually going to help you. If you can, try to play up as much as possible. This way you're going to get a lot better of a look at the field, because they're going to be able to break the field down in a lot better of a way than you will, but you're also going to be challenged a lot more, which is going to open up a lot more opportunities for you to learn. The second thing I'd say is don't worry so much about winning. I know that that sounds really weird. Obviously we go to play paintball to win. With a layout practice though, what you really want to focus in on is, where is it that I can make it off the break? How is it that if we get into a low body situation or even a high body situation, how do we close or defend? These are going to be a lot more important than just winning at practice. There's bounces, there's no refs, there's people that are going to play on and might actually get a penalty. All of that stuff is going to be completely different at the event. So if you play and you're focused more on how do we learn the field, that's going to be a lot more beneficial than, oh great, we won every single point. Me personally, I'd rather have a practice that we barely win any points. I know that another one that sounds kind of weird. The reason being for this is, if you win everything, you're not learning anything on the field. It's not going to be beneficial to you. But if you're able to go out and get kind of beat up, you're going to know I can make it here 80% of the time. I can make it here 10% of the time. This is a play that we can do, and it's pretty consistent. This is going to be kind of our bread and butter. This is one that it didn't really work out too well when they were playing aggressive or if they were playing defensive or whatever. So it's something that helps you as a team and as a player be able to know what to do in certain situations, because you already learned what not to do because they already beat you up at practice. So the third thing I want to say is focus on playing as a team. If you look at teams like the New Orleans Hurricanes, all those guys came up from semi-pro. I don't think that any of them had any pro experience, but they were able to come in and play really good team paintball. And this last event in Las Vegas, as of filming this, they got second place. For them to do that after only being in pro for 2 or 3 years is pretty incredible. And for them to be consistently getting better, if you ask players, I think it was actually Joey from that Coach's Damage said they play the best team paintball I've ever seen, or one of the best teams to play team paintball. So those kinds of things make a difference, because if everyone does their job and you're focused on how do I best do my job on this particular layout, you're going to be a lot more effective on the field. It doesn't matter if I can run to the 50 snake and shoot 5 guys if I'm going to die a couple spots before that because someone isn't knowing how to watch over me, or if I don't know that someone can post up in a certain spot and keep me out of a certain bunker. These are the kinds of things that you want to test at the field. Fourth thing, and this one's definitely big, is try things. Don't, like I already said, don't worry about winning. I want you to think more about, where can I go on the field? Who shoots me once I get here? Is this even a good spot to get to? In this kind of a situation, how is it that I can best use this bunker to help my team win? Is this going to be something that's more of a launching point for me to move forward? Or is this a good lockdown bunker that I can sit in, shoot a certain spot, and help out my team to make sure that someone else is able to move up, which might release me to be able to move? Because look, we all like to go shoot people, but it's still a team sport. You want to make sure that you're playing as a team. So when you're learning how is it that I can get to certain spots and where am I going to be best effective on those certain spots, that's going to be the best thing for you. The fifth and final thing is stop cheating at practice. It's not going to help you at the event, especially once there's refs that are out there. They should be seeing those hits that break off. If you get bounced and, just go and tell the other team that you're practicing with, hey, you bounced me off the break here. It's not a bad thing. You're actually helping the other player, especially if it's a team that you guys practice with on a regular basis. You want each other. It would be great if you two are the ones in the finals, right? It's great for your field, great for your local area. So you don't want it to be that, oh yeah, I went and shot the whole team every single point, but you wiped 3 times before you went and did that. That's not going to be helpful. So make sure that you are playing honest and that you are just honest with, okay, this lane hit me. It's okay if that happens. Again, if it bounces, that's one thing. If it breaks and you play on, you're really not helping yourself and you're not helping your team, because now they're expecting you to be able to do something that you actually can't. So come game time, you're not going to be effective on the field. So those are 5 things for a layout practice. If there is something else, put it down in the comments down below. Also be sure to check out the description. There's a link for an ebook that's going to be coming out pretty soon. It's pretty much for newer players, but there's also, if you sign up for that email list, there's going to be some cool stuff coming out in a little bit, so make sure that you sign up for that. But thank you so much to ProEdge again for sponsoring this video. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.
I'm coming for the throne.